Wow! What a way! Wow, I just smacked the computer because I'm so jacked. Blue Jays win 8-6 over the Philadelphia Phillies. And first off, win the series. Second of all, have now won 5 straight games. And this team is on an absolute roll. Now, before we get to that, like I said in the last video, guys, first things first, I'm praying there's no stuttering in this video. You guys will be able to tell right off the bat if there is or not. I will be able to tell when it uploads. So, just want to give you guys a heads up, because remember I said in the last video that I was going to be at the Toronto FC game today. Pops' birthday present, gotta give him what he deserves, obviously. And what a great game. 3-1 winners over the Montreal Impact. And I don't care, guys, if you are a Leaf fan or a Toronto FC fan. Beating Montreal is always fun. No matter what sport team you're talking about. Heck, if the Argos beat the Alouettes, I'll be happy. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch Toronto FC. Great atmosphere down there. I think it was 27,000 people. Saturday night makes sense. Great time there. Now let's get to this just ridiculously crazy ball game that happened for the Toronto Blue Jays today. All right, Aaron Sanchez gets his first start since coming off the disabled list. Now, I said in the last video that the main key we were looking forward to was he going to throw strikes. That was the key. The positive, he only walked 2 guys. The negative, in 4 innings, he gave up 10 runs and 6... Sorry, that sounded a lot worse than it actually was. 10 hits and 6 runs. Gibby tried to leave him out there for as long as he could. Aaron Sanchez didn't help him too much, though. Let's break this puppy down real quick. Top of the 3rd inning, Aaron Sanchez working through trouble there in the 2nd inning, but overall gets out of it. He's at a scoreless, first 2 innings since coming off the disabled list. That's exactly what you want to see. Problem, though, top of the 3rd inning, Hoskins, it's a sacrifice fly to center field. Quinn comes in to score, and it's 1-0. But let's go to the 4th, where things get real fishy. Back-to-back singles for the Philadelphia Phillies, and there are bases loaded and nobody out. And then a line shot right at Justin Smoak. He makes the play. I mean, that is a gigantic play for Smokey. I mean, think about how that went down, right? Now you've got the double play in order. And, I mean, obviously, they're a very fast team. And Quinn, the runner at the plate, obviously now Alfaro lined out. But the thing is, there's a lot of hard contact off of Sanchez. Next batter, Quinn, he rifles it to Smokey, just barely misses it. It just went underneath his glove. Was not by much, but it's enough to get under his glove. And Quinn is fast enough to get a double. 2-run score. 3-0, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Next batter, Cesar Hernandez. He hits a ground ball to Aaron Sanchez, who makes the play. All right. Now there's 2 out. But then Rhys Hoskins singles to left field. 2 runs come in. It is 5-0 Phillies in the 4th inning. Now Sanchez does get out of it, and we're like, all right, that's what we want to see. Bottom of the 4th inning is where my turning point occurs. Justin Smoak is at the plate. 3-2 count. Nick Pivetta decides, I'm going to throw a curveball 3-2 in a 5-0 game. Why? Challenge him. Oh, he beats you, he hits a single or a home run. No, whatever, it's 1 run. And you couldn't even get him out. But instead, you throw a 3-2 hook, Smokey lays off, and now you got a leadoff base runner. And who's next? Red hot. K-Money. Kendrys Morales. He's already had home runs in 5 straight games. And he gets a 2-2 curveball. You're darn right, he did it again. 400 feet to right center. It barely clears the wall, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2-run shot, and that cuts the lead to 5-2. All right. you know? And the Jays are not done just yet, though. They continue to roll here in the bottom of the in the bottom of the fourth inning, right? Pilar hits an infield single to short, was in the gap, couldn't make the play. Gurriel then probably hits a rocket right to third. Franco makes the play, and you're like, oh, that could have been like a double down the line. You have second and third, you know, things are just feeling great. And instead he lines out. Next batter, Danny Jansen. And I love his approach to the plate, just trying to get barreled to baseball. He does, and it's a chopper down the third base line. Stays fair, and it's a fair ball. Jansen ends up at second. You know, Pilar to third. Now you've got second and third. One out. Looking to get this game within one run with a runner at second base. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. He singles to center field. Pilar comes in to score. Jansen to third. And it is a two-run ball game just like that. All because Nick Pivetta threw a 3-2 curveball. Next batter, Aledmys Diaz grounds into a double play, but we're not going to talk about that. Now, John Gibbons gives Aaron Sanchez a chance there in the fifth inning to go back out there and throw up a clean inning. Can't do it, though. Carlos Santana rips a ground rule double to right field. Then Asdrubal Cabrera singles, and now you've got runners at first and third. You know, with nobody out. They bring in Jake Petrichka, you know. A great play by, Aledmys Diaz. It was a ground ball to him. Franco decides, I'm going to try and score. Or, no, excuse me. Who was it that got thrown out? Carlos Santana decides, I'm going to come home. I guess it was off the bat he was coming home. And he gets thrown out of the plate by Diaz. And there's one away. But then a fielder's choice to, who was it? Lourdes Gurriel. I think it was Travis Gurriel. Couldn't get the double play. And then Alfaro singles, and that's a run right there. Asdrubal Cabrera comes in to score, and they got one of those runs right back. It is now a 6-3 ball game. Now, let us go here to the bottom of the seventh inning. And this is where just beautiful things start to happen. You know, bottom seven, Danny Jansen leading off the inning. Doubles to left field, left center gap, and now you've got a runner at second base. Nobody out, but I mean, you're still down 3, so whatever. Hernandez then strikes out. Diaz strikes out. That hurts. Next up, Billy McKinney gets a center cut fastball and doesn't miss it. He crushes the ball deep towards center field, and it's gone. Another home run for Billy McKinney, estimated 413 feet. His third home run of the season, third home run as a Blue Jay, third home run of his career, and the Jays are down 1, 6-5. Now, let's go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Things are just freaking me out at this point because this team is not quitting. Morales singles to left field. Stay hot, K-Money. Granderson comes in to pinch run. Then Pilar flies out to Herrera. Nobody moves up. Gurriel then walks. Granderson to second base on the play. First and second, one away. Danny Jansen was hit by a pitch. The bases are loaded, one away. For Teoscar Hernandez, they bring in Arano to pitch, and he strikes out Hernandez. We're like, Teoscar, learn to hit a baseball, please, because you're killing us right now. But next batter, Aledmys Diaz. Ooh, haven't seen that in a while. I apologize for that unfocusing there, guys. Aledmys Diaz drills a ball to center field, and it's over Asdrubal Herrera. Granderson scores. Gurriel scores. Jansen scores. And the Jays have the 8-6 lead. Gotta calm the camera down a little bit here. And then Ken Giles comes out and saves the ball game. Blue Jays win 8-6. So Sanchez was terrible. Yes. But you know what wins a lot of ball games? A good bullpen. And what the bullpen did today, and I was saying to my dad when we were watching the game when it was, 5-3. The bullpen, or no, I think it was when they made it 6-5. I'm like, look, the bullpen has kept them in the game. Jake Petrichka came out. Yeah, he gave it the hit, which ended up being a run, but in that situation he was in, it's very difficult to not give up a run. But he goes a clean inning, gives up a hit, and that's it for him. Tim Mayza comes out and gives you 2 hitless innings, no hits, no walks, and strikes out 3 guys. Then Joe Biagini comes out, gives him a leadoff double, but then strikes 2 and gets out of that inning. And that kept your team in the ball game. And then we move to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Ken Giles gives up a hit, gives up the double. I think it was a 2-out double to Santana. But that's all she wrote. Clean inning for Ken Giles, save number 18 on the year. I think he's 6 for 6 as a Blue Jay, or 7 for 7, something along those lines. And he is feeling real good. The Blue Jays look for the sweep tomorrow afternoon. 1:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Marco Estrada versus Vince Velasquez, or is it Vinny Velasquez? I think it's Vince, right? Yeah, Vince Velasquez in the finale before the Jays head to Baltimore to take on the O's starting on Monday. This is fun, Jays fans. This is a lot of fun. The Blue Jays have now won 5 straight games, as we said. They're playing great ball. They're getting great bullpen help. And they got a closer at the back end who's actually performing. Haven't had that basically at all this year, with Osuna being gone for most of the season, then being traded, and Clippard to Tepera trying to work things out, but it never really worked. Now you have Giles, who's kind of settled the reins in the back end of the pen. It feels nice. All right? So I'm hoping there's no stuttering in this video. If there is, I'm going to lose my flipping mind. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below, guys. What did you think of the game today? What were your initial impressions on Aaron Sanchez? Was he just throwing a lot of meatballs? I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. What did you think of the bullpen? Billy McKinney, Danny Jansen. Guys, we know the future's bright. Both those players I just mentioned, 23 years old. It's nice. And, oh yeah, we have a 19 freak show in the minor leagues just doing his thing. Vladdy G Jr., however you want to call him. 1 for 3 today with an RBI and 2 walks. Just a normal day in the office for Vladdy. So that's another youngster coming up. It's bright, Blue Jay fans. We just got to hang in there for dear life the rest of this season and get excited for some younger players next year. All right? So, I don't know what happened there. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below everything about this ball game, guys. Please give me everything you thought about this game, and I will talk to you, or Evan and I will talk to you guys Wednesday podcast edition. He will be back from his vacation for Wednesday. Links in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Go follow up, send me DM, Twitter down in the description below, and I will talk to you guys. Killed the end of my video. I will talk to you guys tomorrow evening. I got 2 games of baseball to play tomorrow, so it's going to be a long one for me. I'll probably be home about 6 o'clock, so maybe 6:30 upload, guys. Just a heads up there right away as the Blue Jays look for the sweep over the Philadelphia Phillies. Vince Velasquez, Marco Estrada, 1:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. We'll talk to you guys then.